preacher. So if anybody can let me know where Larry Reid at, because the house where he does live, they're saying that he's not there. So if you could let me know where he is so he can get served, I will cash app you Zelle $1,000, because he's ducking the lawsuit to be served to him. And then he wanted to lie to y'all. This is another lie, y'all, right? He said, well, I ain't been served nothing because he can either serve me or my New York lawyer. You cannot serve your lawyer. That's against the law. You have to be served. Okay? That's the first way a lawsuit gets dismissed, is by service. If you was not served the documents, therefore, you didn't know. It doesn't matter if your lawyer was served. It could be served. No. You have to be served. So that's another lie. So we're looking for Larry Reid so we can serve him. And we've been looking for him for the last 2 weeks because he's been ducking and dodging and hiding. So listen, inbox me if you can pinpoint where he is. And if you can pinpoint where he is and we can serve him there, I will gladly cash app you, Zelle you $1,000. So that's it. Inbox me so we can serve him. And Jive too. He's ducking too. So if you know anything about Jive as well, because he's ducking too. They're both ducking. And the service guys are saying that the people are saying they're not living there. So they're looking out the windows and they don't want to get this $20 million lawsuit because they know they're going to have to pay. And I ain't settling. I'm letting you know that right now. I am not settling. All right? Who's this? Hold on. What did you say? Why you want me to add you? Inbox me. If you got something to say, I'm not adding you. You can sit here. No. Inbox me. Tell me why you want me to add you. Inbox me if you got some stuff and you can show me some receipts. That's what he used to do. That's what he used to do to all the preachers and the prophets. Or if you know anything, call me. If you know anything about Larry Reid, Jive, Conscious TV, his whole crew, and Archbishop Prophet Bernard Jordan, inbox me. Let's get it.
Hi, you guys. So I wanted to come on and to touch on this whole saga with the Bishop, Whitehead, and Larry Reid. So I guess he is now becoming a content creator. I'm speaking of the Bishop because he's going at Larry Reid. Now, I'm not saying that I don't understand why he's doing it, because I do get why he's doing that. I said that before. I think it's fair when you're going after people like that and you're exposing people's business and stuff. And most of us didn't even know who Bishop Whitehead was, so there was no reason for us to know any of his business, to be honest. Even though a lot of the stuff that was getting put out here, he was the one putting it out here himself, because he brought up the child abuse charges from the ex-wife and all that stuff on his Instagram. However, I do feel the way Larry Reid was doing the poking and stuff wasn't okay. And what's funny to me is all these people running around calling themselves prophets and bishops and preachers. It's just mockery, like I said in the other video. It's pure mockery. and foolery. And so, as long as we all understand this is for entertainment value, because I think a couple people that was in, I was listening to the Wiley show and to King Payne. I'm gonna get to King Payne in a different video, and I know I keep saying that, but I was listening to Wiley's live, and one of his callers was saying, why is the church not speaking up and saying something about the way that Bishop Whitehead is representing the church? Number one, I don't feel that people feel like he's representing the church. I think a lot of people can see through him, and so I think that's number one. And number two, maybe because he has that word international in there, they don't really feel like it's a representation of the black church. And do he even really have a church? I saw like 10 people sitting in there, even though a lot of people are following him now online. I don't know if all these people were following him before. They're following him since that robbery was in the media. And then, Larry Reid and King Jives and all these other YouTubers, including myself, started creating all this content. So he may have more people following him now, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about all of this. He's going after Larry Reid. And one of the other callers from Wiley's Live was saying, this kind of exposes how easy it is to become a minister. And I agree with the guy that said that. It definitely lets you know they let anybody just show up and decide that they want to lead a church. I agree with him about that. If you did not know that before, you know that now, just from watching all this stuff. Like I saw all these people screaming and they bishops and preachers and you're not doing all this cursing and just worshiping nonsense and cussing people out, being messy, just all of it. I agree with the guy. Like, it definitely lets you know they let anybody just show up and say, I want to become the head of a church. Wiley didn't really add a lot to it, because I think that he still has a friendship with Larry Reid, and so he's not going to say that much. He's not going to give too much on the topic, but he will raise the conversation and allow other people to speak on it. But I agree, but it's not just, like I said, it's not just Whitehead, it's all of them, because Larry Reid's supposed to be some type of minister as well. And this woman, Tanisha, whatever her name is, her too, and the other woman from the robbery who was on there being messy too, she's supposed to be some type of minister. Really? I think that real bishops and ministers would not be caught getting involved in foolishness like this. And I think we all understand that, and especially, like I said, if you grew up going to church, or if you have a family that's a church-going family, then you know the difference. You definitely know the difference. And so, let me know what y'all think about all of this. So he is saying that Larry Reid has a case out here. I don't know. I don't know. He teamed up with Tasha K. They about to tag team Larry. I get the feeling that Larry must have given up some type of information about Tasha's case to someone, and I don't know. I really don't know what it is that she's really mad at, where Larry Reid is concerned, but I know she said she was cutting all the gay men off around the time that she said that she had an issue with him. So I kind of get the feeling it has something to do with her case, because I was kind of, because I follow all of them and I have been for a while. You can kind of tell when something is about someone where religion is involved, or church or whatever. You can kind of tell that it's probably coming from Larry Reid, and when he said this himself, when he don't want to tell the story, that he'll give it to another YouTuber, because he feel like it's something that he can't touch. Because he claims that people send him stuff about different ministers and different church, I guess, in the gospel world, all the time. So I get the feeling that maybe he exchanged some of Tasha K's information, maybe during that trial. I don't know. Or maybe he said something that she didn't like. I don't know. But she's definitely on his neck. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.
You don't qualify to be no bishop. You don't qualify at all. I say you don't qualify to be no bishop. You don't qualify at all. Let me say it again where you can hear it. I said you don't qualify to be nobody bishop. Read it. It's right there in the word. You don't qualify at all. Read down there. Can't be no striker, brawler, all of that stuff you got going on. Focus on that. Let me be. You don't qualify to be nobody bishop. You don't qualify at darn all. I mean, not at all. You're on your second wife too, so I don't even know why you even bothering me. This is what you need to do. You need to pack up that upstairs apartment church and let them women that are in your church for your wife's ministry leave that renter center church space and go to a church whose rent is at least $1,000 a month, because I know y'all paying $9.99 a month. Bye.